Greetings in the name of the Most High Yah, is King Yediah, aka King Solomon, staying wise in life and in these markets. And right now I'm in a live trade on Nvda. It's a short from the average price, the average price is 170.85. And the reason I took this short is because I was looking at the QQQ and the SPY, and they had a push up above VWAP. Q ran into VWAP and volume point of control at around 317.35, and SPY ran into volume point of control at around 411. What is that? 411.92. And the push up there was on it had some low volume kind of falling off, like when it tried to push back up from VWAP, it had some low volume. And looking across here, well, let me pull out my Epic pen. Looking across at trading view, right? So over here you can see trading view. This let me make this bigger. The trader's working, so let me see. I could jump across here real quick. So the monthly S3 level right here on Nvidia is 170.11. That's this red line right here we're gonna run into right now. And I'm thinking maybe it's either I take profit there or I try to get to like the pivot level right here, the monthly pivot at around 168.11. And I'm thinking we're gonna break down past that monthly S3 today. Something about the market is kind of choppy, but it's looking kind of weak to me, man. So I don't know. I place a big share size here. You see we're bouncing back up now off of lower VWAP at 170.48. So it's kind of choppy price action. Let me make that bigger. So it's kind of choppy price action. This trade got me kind of like, man, I shouldn't really be in this, but it's looking like it wants to break down. So after this sell-off here, we had this sideways movement, and to me it's looking weak. We had this big push up here, but the volume isn't really, you see the volume is falling off compared to this candle right here. So I'm thinking that we're gonna get the sell off at least to the monthly S3, but then again it could go the other way and we just get a bunch of buying coming in here at 170, you know. So I don't know, man. I might be on the wrong side of this trade. I might be on the right side. But let's see. Let's see what's going on. Right now, the SPY is reclaiming VWAP a little bit, around 411.67. And we're getting this bounce off of the Qs at around S4 316.70. So Nvda is responding as well, so I don't know, man. I might be on the wrong side of this trade. Maybe I should have closed out right here when we dropped to 170.51. This one is gonna burn me. This one is probably gonna burn me. There's a short squeeze probably coming in here now. Let's see what it does. Hopefully we hold this resistance level here at pre-market low. And you see it's breaking above that right now. So today might be a losing trade, but let's see. The volume isn't really, to me, for this candle, it's anomalous. There is no real volume there, but the buyers could probably come in, you know. Right now the Qs is retesting let me see if I can bring the Qs across. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get burned on this trade today. Probably had no business jumping in this trade anyway. Right, so the Qs is retesting volume point of control. We broke above, so yeah, I'm gonna probably get burned on this trade. We're gonna retest floor pivot S1 here at 317.79. Getting some wick rejection right there, just before 172. My stop is at 172.20, so let's see if it gets up there. Right now, the level 2, the ask is a lot higher. People are trying to get out of their trades around 172.25, 172. So let's see if they're just taking the reversal to VWAP and start selling right there, and then we pull back down. But let's see what happens. Right now the Q's popped up above VWAP, low volume. But this might be a low volume retest from the breakout, and then it pushes up. So that wick right there, what I'm seeing might be very deceptive, you know. And I'm gonna know now if it doesn't go back into value right there and starts breaking down, I'm gonna know that this is just a low volume test for it to run back up. Well, let's see. We losing VWAP on the Qs again, but that's running into volume pointer control. The buyers could come in right there, just push the price back up. Yeah, it's looking like it. Looking like a low volume retest of the breakout of this congestion level right here. And then it's gonna break back up. Okay, so moving back into value. I don't want to get too optimistic because I think it's a bad trade anyway. Alright, so we got the failure here at VWAP, coming back into value at 171.39. The bid has come back in again. Maybe the buyers would try and step in here to push it back up. We hit floor pivot S1 here at 317.79 on the Qs, and that's looking like it's pulling back now. We're losing volume point of control at 317.26. So let's see, probably we're getting back to S4 maybe. We got good volume on that rejection, so that's positive. That's looking like real selling. Volume is coming in on Nvda as well. We're coming back to my my average entry price, 170.85. Right, we're starting to get that buy in there now. Let's see. Right, the volume pointer control changed, so maybe the long positions are starting to stop out. But their stops are probably supposed to be here. The real big players, the stops are supposed to start to come probably around 170.25. Because I think they bought in here at 170.50. So maybe they'll start clearing out their positions and keeping their profit when they see this big rejection from VWAP. Same thing here on the Qs, with them buying in at 316.51. As it comes back down to this level, they'll probably want to keep profits and start selling. So right now I gotta be excuse me, This is where the trading psychology comes in, right? So the trade starts to work. I was in drawdown. We're coming back to my average price. I might feel tempted to just close the trade real quick and just try and avoid the loss, right? But I gotta hold it, trying to get to like 168, 169, somewhere around there, catch like $1 move, maybe $1.50. But let's see what's going on here. Maybe the buyers are gonna step in, trying to prop up the price. Let's see if they're confident, because this candle right here, this rejection off of let me use my arrow. That rejection right there might shake their confidence a little bit. So how much they're gonna step in to buy, not really too sure. As we start to move lower, you know. It's all the war of the minds, you know. Who has the more resilience, who has the more willpower, who could really hold their positions, you know what I mean? It's the cojones test, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so you see like they're probably getting out of their positions now. The bulls, that is, the long players. So right now I gotta think about like, where would I get out? Should I get out at 170.50, where they had this big buying coming in, this level right here where all the buyers are sitting, their entry positions? Or should I let it run down to, well, monthly S3 is at 170.11, so they might have buyers there again. So I don't know, man. This one is tricky. I'm even tempted to come out right now because and just take like a small loss, you know. See, the Q's got to contend with 316.72 around this level right here. That S4 level. That's a support level right there. So is it gonna sell off? Who knows, man. Man, and I gotta turn on my AC. I'm sweating bullets over here, man. So if you hear some noise in the background from the AC, my apologies, but it's too hot. Alright, looking like it's gonna come back to my average price. Looking like we wanna lose 171. Have a nice kind of shooting star doji candle there. But Q's still above this S4 level, man. Let's see, what time is it? It's almost 10:58. So at 11 o'clock, players usually make big decisions. Like these big players usually make decisions at around 11. So coming up to 11 is 10:59 now. 1 minute to go. We approaching S4 on the Qs. Still getting some buying up there. See, we getting buying. So maybe they decided to just go for it, like the bulls. They maybe deciding to just add more to their position. Who knows? And I should start thinking about closing. Because if we do get a run up again to view up, I don't think we're gonna get another rejection. We might break above. Ah, man, well, let's see. Alright, so 3 seconds, 2 seconds to 11. Now it's 11 o'clock. Let's see what happens on this candle. And it's looking like selling. Man, I think I should move my stop down. Alright. Back to my entry level. Alright, bulls, what you gonna do? Right? You're losing some of that profit right there. You're gonna sell now? Because you entered at 170.50, so it's already you have 50 cents left. So you're gonna keep that, or you're gonna try and add to your position? What are you doing? It's looking like they're trying to hold on, man. No volume though. No volume on that push up right there. From 171, from 170.90. So we broke back above 171, but there's no volume, right? Q's looking like it wants to sell off, but no volume again. So I don't like moves without volume. This candle is too big for that volume right there. Same thing on Nvda. But it might make the bulls close their positions. So right back in the green. Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Alright, so we're approaching lower VWAP on the Qs. Let's see if we're going to lose that. Same thing on Nvda. Man, my share size is too big. That's the other thing that's bothering me right here. Like, this was too risky of a trade to take that much share size. Now I'm thinking I should go back to break even. But if it pulls back, it's gonna stop me out. Right, so we're getting a little bounce right there on lower VWAP. See, I'm trying to hold this position, man. We got the volume coming in on the selling. I'm waiting for those stop losses to start getting hit around 170.30 for the bulls to come out of their positions, to close their positions, you know. Because once we lose these levels right here where they came in at 170.30, it might be a nice flush down to 170, and I could probably jump out the position at that point, or at least take a partial, you know. Man, I'm tempted to just break even this trade. This trade is rough, man. So the SPY is losing S1, floor pivot S1, but it's getting a bounce here at 410.47. All this back and forth, man, just sell off. See, we got this 316 bounce right here on the Qs. But I'm thinking this thing is weak, man. Alright, the bulls got decisions to make right now. Coming back down here again. Volume increasing. Alright, so we're losing 316 on the Qs. Losing this level right here, 170.30. Some stops is gonna start getting triggered. Remember, we got a monthly S3 at 170.11. So I'm gonna move my stop down to and obey my rules as to anything that closes above lower VWAP on a pullback like this in my short trade. I'ma just stop out. Let's see, 170.54. Let's see if we're going to get that pullback and stop me out. Oh man, I lost the cues. Alright, hold on. Alright, cues, step back in, step back in. So we're getting that push up, that little push up there. So you see, I'm not putting my stop like to give it so much room, like 170.75. That kind of would be the better play, but I'm just trying to. It's so stressful, this trade here. It was a bad trade to begin with. Like I should have waited for like this rejection here at upper VWAP. I mean VWAP. So especially on the Qs here as well, wait for that break back down on VWAP. But it's looking like it's working out, you know. Volume is kind of dropping off again. And remember, this 170.11 is monthly S3 on Nvda, so excuse me, we could start getting a bounce right there. The buying to come back in, but this right here is supposed to be some stop outs for the bulls, especially for this candle right here. They're supposed to get real nervous with this candle. These two candles right here are supposed to get the bulls real nervous. Might even get some bad shorts like me nervous as well. You see where I put my stop? So that's a buy order, right? So if I'm shorted, that's going to be a buy order. So that creates that kind of congestion, kind of back and forth kind of vibe, you know what I'm saying? People stopping out, people buying, people getting in, you know? I see the VIX is ripping up nice. The VIX is at now at 22.19, so that's good for a sell-off. Let's see if I can hold this to like 168 for real. That's my target. If I do get 168, even 169, that'll be a monster trade for me because the share size is heavy, man. So Qs, what you doing? You pulling back? You gonna upset this trade? Let's see. The buyers coming in here at 315.94, so they're trying to defend that 316 level. The buyers that came in right here. See that big push-up candle right there? They're trying to defend that position. So they're showing some cojones too, man. They tried, man. They tried. And since I'm on the winning side of this trade, all I gotta do is just relax and be patient at this point. It's either it hits my stop and I come out, or, you know, it goes my way. And I'm out the trade at, let's see, let me look at my trades exactly and see where I came out there. So that's 170.55. So heavy size, got a nice profit today. Didn't really get much of a move on that trade. That trade wasn't really a great trade. It's just that you know, we got that rejection right there at VWAP, and it's all kind of congestion, man. It's just back and forth, you know, no real follow through. So didn't get the 168. If it does get to 168, 169, you know, good for those who really held, took their shorts, and, you know, like I didn't put my stop at like 170.85 to break even and stuff like that. So if I did, I would still probably be in that position, but it's better to take the profit. You see what's happening here, man? Like if it does come back and get to the level, get to my target. Ah, man. But anyway, still profitable day, another green day. And it's your boy King Yedaya, aka King Solomon, staying wise in life and in these markets. And you all trade safe and stay blessed.